Hey, what's up? What's up, guys? Welcome to Hip Hop Nation TV.
I can't hear you. I can hear you now. I can't hear you. I, I can't hear you. Yeah, I can't hear you. All right, can you hear me now, bro?
Can
Yeah, as soon as you started talking, the audio went out and I wasn't able to hear you.
yeah, I just wanted to, yeah, man, I just wanted to say welcome, man, to Hip Hop Nation TV South Africa. It's an
Oh,
honor to have you,
beautiful,
man.
beautiful. We can hear each other now, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Beautiful, man. Yo, shout out to all my people in South Africa, man. Beautiful. It's South Africa, right?
Yep, yep, yep.
Hell yeah! Isn't that where they filmed supposedly District 9, right?
Yeah, that's the
District
one.
Nine and
I think
Chappie.
it was Cape Town. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it was. Yeah, I think it
love
was
those.
Cape Town.
Hell yeah, love those movies, man,
For,
for sure.
for sure, for sure, for sure, man.
But
Otherwise, man,
honored to be here, though, bro. Real talk. Hip hop is a global thing, and for us just to connect, for you to even know who I am, I really appreciate it. Just lets me know I'm doing my job right, man. So just thank you for the time and for the space, and just for what I'm saying, letting the best you never heard get heard a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
definitely, definitely. Yeah, man, I was so excited, man. Seeing your music, and the work you've done. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to know first, like, I mean, how was it like you growing up in LA?
Oh, it's an interesting place, man. It's like no other place on earth. You know what I mean? I was originally born in East LA, and then from there I
Yeah,
moved to West LA. Then I moved to like the desert side and like Lancaster. Then came back to LA. Then I was in the Valley side for a little bit. Now I'm in Long Beach, a little closer to the beach area. It's a
yeah,
definitely interesting terrain to be. You know what I mean? Like, and my background. My mom's from Brazil and my dad's from Chile, so that's like whole
yeah,
different worlds and experiences from what I'm used to. But it always definitely lets me appreciate like how lucky I am to be on the Sunshine State, where they say it never rains, even though we
yeah,
have some crazy weather every once in a while. But yeah, it's a blessing, bro. It's a blessing to be an Angelino. But I'm inspired by music from all over the world, so it's interesting to be in a melting pot where you see people from all over the world living in the same area you live in.
yeah, yeah. Because I saw also you're heavily influenced by samba music and also Espanol music. Does that come from like the two backgrounds of like your mom being Brazilian and then your father being Chilean?
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Like, samba is such a bossa nova in general, which is technically like
Yeah,
fusion, like jazz fusion, is such an interesting,
yeah,
unique style. That's why, like, the language itself, like Portuguese, it's like a cross between like Spanish and French. Instead of buenos dias, we say
yeah,
bon dia. Instead of todo bien, we say tudo
yeah,
bem. So it's such a like unique approach to the dialect. So translating that into the music, it's a whole other world. Like OGs, like Sergio Mendes. What I'm saying, really like took this music thing to a whole nother level. So now when they're integrating it into hip hop, it's a trip. Like I'm definitely trying to like mix in a little bit more of my native tongue and spit some verses. You're gonna hear some more of me rapping in Portuguese. So just interesting,
so
doing that. You know what I mean? And then on the Spanish side,
yeah,
which is my third language, which is hard enough to maintain just the two. It's
yeah,
interesting because Chile is a very unique, part of the the Latin spectrum. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's not as known as Mexico or Colombia. You know what I mean? So it's a whole different
yeah.
vibe. So it's definitely a crazy melting pot of cultures that I've been blessed to come from, and hopefully I'm representing it properly in my music and in my art.
Dope, 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 dope. But do you feel like the Latin music does get credit for the amount that it contributed to hip hop? Because I mean, there's so many um dope samples that I've also heard like from the Latin music as well.
Yeah, I mean, shit, dude. There's a reason why I call myself the best you never heard. I definitely don't always get
Yeah,
credit where credit is due. That's why sometimes you got to dig a little deeper to find those hidden gems. And
yeah,
sometimes it's unfortunate that people don't always get the credit that is deserved because there is definitely a lot of legendary samples, especially from Brazil, that people don't even know that it came from
yeah,
Brazil. And that ranges from I want to say from like DJ Premier to Alchemist to Kev Brown.
yeah,
There was a joint called Batida that Kev Brown put out one of his mixtapes, which is like means the beat in Portuguese. One of
yeah.
my favorite MCs from Brazil is Marcelo de Dois. Have you ever heard of him? Marcelo D2?
Nah, I haven't heard of him. I
Yeah,
guess I should check him out as well.
he used to be in a band called Planet Hemp, and he has an
Yeah,
album called "A Procura da Batida Perfeita," looking for the perfect
yeah,
beat. So for Kev Brown to
yeah,
have a song called Batida,
yeah,
he let me use that for one of the projects that we released, and I was able to like talk some Portuguese, like, oh, what you know about this, and it's like a dope like known sample in Brazil. So and
yeah,
as well as other things, like my brother EQ would flip some Brazilian samples, and my mom would trip out, like, "Oh shit, I know that song," like.
yeah,
So it's interesting to like have things that you and your family can actually like relate to, and it's in this format of music, and it's dope when like
true.
the real heads know what it is compared to the people who are just getting introduced to it. But of course, you
Yeah,
always got to give credit where credit is due, and I'm in that same boat,
yeah,
bro. I bet there's a lot of joints that people heard and they don't know who the fuck I am. Like I get a lot of Shazams monthly, especially from like
yeah.
Germany and like Japan, places
Whoa,
I haven't even touched yet, and it's dope to get
yeah,
Shazams from that place, letting me know that people hear me and are trying to figure out, oh, who is this guy? You know what I mean?
yeah, 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 yeah. Wow, wow. Cause I mean, I heard you mentioning Kev Brown. He's also dope on production as well. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Absolutely.
yeah. But then how was it like? I mean, you for the first time at the age of 17, being in the rap scene. And I assume you started like in the early 2000s, right? Because I mean that's like the prime times
Yeah, yeah, bro.
of hip hop.
I started late '07. I wasn't even old enough to be in the venue, but like I was able to finesse my way in there, and they would let me literally perform
Yeah,
and then get the fuck off.
yeah,
They would put a big X on my hand to let people know that I was underage, but they still gave me an opportunity
yeah,
to get out there. Like I believe one of my first shows was like opening for like Sly Boogie, and another one was like Planet Asia, who I've been blessed to work with on multiple songs. And I wasn't even
yeah,
old enough, but they gave your boy a chance. And I mean, shit, I must have done something right because almost 15 years later, I'm still here and blessed to work with some greats.
yeah.
Like, shit, as you can see behind me, one of my biggest shows ever, I got to open for the OG Method Man from the legendary Wu Tang. And that was like 1,000
Woo.
people there. You know what I mean? It's like one for the books. And I got so much more crazy shit in the works. So it's just reflecting now from when I started to where I'm at now, bro, I still feel like it's only the beginning. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm just barely scratching the surface. Like I can't wait to come to South Africa and get some shit cracking. You know what I mean?
Definitely. I can't wait for that too. I mean, well, I mean the amount of work that you've done, like having 17 projects in 3 years, like
Yeah,
the way
it's I,
it's
dude.
something else.
Thank you, man. I got almost as much projects as my age now. I think I'm at like 33 or 34 studio projects. And it's not just to say that, it's
Wow.
like I'm a fan of this before I became, a contributor. You know what I mean? So like every album
Yeah,
that I've done is a different sound, a direction. I've been blessed to work with producers and artists from around the world. So you pick any album, my catalog, it's gonna be completely next to what came before it and what came after it. You know what I mean? So I'm honored to just when it's all said and done, I know I did something with my time, I did something with my talent, and my catalog
yeah.
and my work ethic will speak for itself. People, as the old saying goes, people change, but the songs remain. You feel me?
Word, word, word. But how are you able like to be so diverse? Because I mean, you've got so many um dope producers there. You got like Exile, you got Kev Brown, you've got so many dudes like there, and all their styles of music, all their styles of instrumental are so diverse and stuff,
Yeah,
which is
bro. I
something
mean,
that's missing.
it's all divine timing, bro. It's all divine timing.
Yeah,
I've been blessed to always be active, and in a place like LA where there's always something going on, especially in the music side of things.
yeah,
Like, closed mouths don't get fed. So I was never afraid to, let my presence be felt. First impressions are very important to me. So I always wanted to respect the people that paid the path for me to be here. So to work with OGs like Kevin Exile and then be like genuine collaborations is an awesome thing. You know what I mean? Like, I never thought I was going to be able to link with people that I've been listening to since I was in middle school, high school, and for them to know
yeah,
me and even shout me out in songs, it's awesome, bro. Like, lets me know that I'm here for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, we're here for a bigger purpose, and to rock with
yeah.
OGs that I respect lets me know that I'm on the right path. That even though I was a fan, now I'm considered now as a professional, like the people that I look up to.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. So, I mean, with all the projects, I mean, that you've done, would you say you have like a particular one that's your favorite?
Hard to say, man. I always say Dream State just because I
Yeah,
always say this. Every album reflects an interesting point in my life. You can like chronologically hear from when I was 17 to now, 35 now, so
yeah,
you can hear like where I've been in this crazy journey of music. But Dream Stay I put out at the end of 2020. That one was special just because musically, I was working with my brother Surface, who used to be in this production crew called Black Amish, and they've worked with people like Little Dicky, The Game,
wow,
ASAP Mob. So they were definitely on a
yeah,
more industry approach. And
yeah,
when we worked before, they gave me this beat that I called it boom trap. It's this song called
yeah,
Banksy Part Two, where it starts boom bap, and then halfway through the song, it transitions to like a trap kind of shit, style.
wow,
So I called it boom trap. So I was already kind of intrigued, like, oh, these guys can really do two styles in one effortlessly. So when they
yeah,
came to me like, hey man, we really believe in your style, we fuck with you, like let's make a project. So it was interesting having them come from a more industry approach and myself coming from a
yeah,
more hip hop purist approach, because I'm more of a boom bap kid at
yeah,
heart. But I like to say I'm a chameleon with styles. There ain't no style I can't do. For me, it's all
true,
about a feeling. If I could feel it, then it's all good. That's why I got the live band, shout out to Inner City Soul, where that's like a whole other
yeah,
spectrum of genres that we tap into. But I will say Dream State for sure is a special one just because there was a lot going on. I'm talking in 1 month,
yeah,
I had a really bad car accident. I had like a bad
yeah,
case of pneumonia, a bad
yeah,
breakup. The job I was
wow,
at wasn't really working. So it was so much shit, as they say, when it rains, it pours. And I'm blessed to have this thing called music to use as my therapy to help vent my shit in the most constructive way possible and do it to a dope ass beat. So I will definitely say Dream State. Just from the cover, shout out to my brother Blackfly. He's one of my tattoo artists. He designed the cover for me, to just the sound and everything captured in that record, which is about an hour long. Like, it really is one that I think is going to stand to the test of time, as well as the rest of my catalog. But I'm going to say for sure Dream
wow,
State is one of my favorites.
wow, 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 wow. So for someone who's about to, maybe let's say, is about to listen to you for the first time, would you give them Dream State first
I
also
think
as
Dream
well?
State, yeah, I think Dream State is a good introduction because there's a lot of modern beats on there too, besides the classic, boom bap shit. I think it would be a
Yeah,
great introduction to what I do. Like the
wow,
opening line is, "Let me take you on the ride with the young guard reaching his prime. White hair is only
mm,
showing that I'm better with time." So it's like just letting you know, like, I'm a little more grown, a
yeah,
little more mature, and it's like, let me take you on a
yeah,
ride with the best you never heard and why I'm called that. You know what I mean? And shine a little bit
true,
of light into my world, and hopefully it'll make sense to any type of hip hop fan that you could be.
word, 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 word. Plus, I mean, I also saw you did like some project. I don't know if it's your crew. Is it in a city soul?
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, Inner City Soul is my live band. Shout out to my brothers Abel and Ace,
Word,
and that's like a whole other like approach to the music thing because it's like a fusion of jazz, alternative, hip hop,
yeah,
blues, even a little bit of salsa in there, even a little bit of samba. So that's what I love. Like, doesn't matter if I'm working with a straight hip hop producer or cooking with
yeah,
a band from scratch, like making natural sounds in the moment. There's really no limit to this canvas and the paint strokes that we apply to create this art. So you know what I mean? I never wanted to be in a box. That's why I hate when people try to put me as a rapper. I'm like, nah, man, I executive produce,
Right.
I direct, you know what I'm saying? I MC, I also, I'm a show promoter. Like I wanted to be a true contributor to this culture we call hip hop. Like I never wanted to put a ceiling to my input in this music and this culture that I love, you know? We all good? Yo, yo, still there? Yo, yo. Pause for a temporary break. We good?
Destruct. My
Yes,
bad,
sir.
my bad. Yeah, it seems like my network was giving me a challenge. My bad.
It's all
I'm
good,
sorry
bro.
about that.
No
For sure,
worries.
for sure.
But hopefully
Yeah,
you caught what I was saying.
yeah, I definitely heard you. I definitely heard you. So, so I wanted to find out. I mean, like, do you still are there still other people you desire of working with? Because I mean, you've almost worked with everyone. Like, you've done shows with Res Cares and Planet Asia and KRS One. Yo, like,
Talking about KRS, man. I'm gonna just put it out
yeah,
there. I got not one but two, a regular original version and a remix with the teacher, man.
wow,
So you're one of the first, like you're like second person I've put out there, dog. I know. I don't believe it either. Shout out to my brother, Bless One. Look, dog. All I'm gonna say is in this album coming out next year called The Intermission, we got
yeah,
members from, I'm going to go down the list, all right? We got members
yeah,
from Jurassic 5, Living
yeah,
Legends, Visionaries, Nonfiction, as well as the OG Blue, as well
yeah,
as the teacher KRS, dog. I can't believe it either.
yeah.
So,
I,
I'm glad.
I saw you also got King Magnetic on the previous.
Yes, the previous group
Shout out,
project. Yeah, shout out to King
yeah,
Mag,
shout out.
man. That's
I
off
also did
the
an
Non
interview with
Flacco
him.
album. Yeah, oh, it was amazing. He was super cool, dog. One of the tallest
Yeah,
motherfuckers I ever seen. I'm 6'2" and he's taller than me. You know what I mean?
yeah, I saw him. I was like, wow, I was surprised. Like his height on
Yeah,
the
man.
full pictures. I was like, yeah,
But yeah, that's off the last Non Flacco album with my brother EQ called Diets Don't Work, and that's another crazy project as well that we're
yeah,
blessed. That was 13 years in the works, and so to lock one in with Mag, repping that Army of the Pharaohs, Jedi Mind Trick family is always awesome. But yeah, man, other people I like to work with. I mean, shit, talking ironically, my brother Zumbi, unfortunately, hold up. My brother Zumbi, unfortunately, from the legendary crew Cyanide. Let me make sure you get the whole
yeah,
thing right here. I
yeah.
actually spoke to him 10 days before he passed away, man. We were in the works of,
Wow,
yeah, I do want to track, and he unfortunately passed. And,
yeah,
this song off one of my projects called Steady Aim, Volume 1, with my brother K Dub, called Breathe Part 2. He was going to be on that song, but since he passed, what I ended up doing is I dedicated the whole second verse to their whole catalog. Something similar to what Murs did to People Under the Stairs. So
yeah,
I filmed it in front of his mural in Oakland, as well as
yeah,
I filmed in San Francisco. So that's going to be dropping next month as well. But yeah, Zumbi from Zionite was someone that I really was looking forward to work with, because that's people that I've looked up to since I was a kid. But unfortunately, he's in a better place now. I would
yeah.
love to, yeah, I'd love to work with Ninth Wonder. Huge Ninth Wonder fan.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually, like
cause I think he was here the last weekend or he's coming this weekend. I can't remember
that's
this
awesome,
side.
dude. Look,
Yeah,
I got this. Is pretty cool right here. I was lucky to see the full Little Brother crew when they put out the
yeah.
minstrel show, and as you can see, it's signed by everybody. I'm talking
Wow.
Pooh, Fonte, Ninth Wonder. I've been blessed to work with Legacy and Shandon from the Justice League, and I
Oh,
could have got a beat from Crisis a long time ago, man. But
yeah,
it just wasn't timing. But I rocked with Crisis about a year or two
yeah,
ago when he was out here in California. But yeah, Ninth Wonder for sure. My dream collab is what I always tell people is I would love to do a song with me and Mos Def,
yeah,
On a DJ Premier beat with Sade on the hook. To me, that would be the greatest collab of all time, and I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna
yeah,
put that in the universe to manifest that shit. You know?
yeah. Because I mean, it definitely fits you. Because I mean, they're so diverse.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm a chameleon with styles, and who's more diverse than Most Def? You know what I mean? Like he's
Yeah,
amazing, and like that's why I love him and people like Mocha Only, who I've been blessed to work from his vocals to his emceeing to his production. I actually have an EP in the works for Mocha Only as well. So I just love working with talented, you know what I'm saying, diverse individuals that bring something new out of me, and hopefully I could bring
yeah.
something new out of them. You know?
So, I mean, usually when you write how's your writing process like? I mean, how are you able to, how have you been able to be able to write for this much? I mean, what inspires you to
Man,
write?
just everyday life, bro. Just still being here another day, you know what I'm saying? Just still being, blessed to, still breathe and experience life. Like I usually just go wherever the music takes me. And sometimes I'll have like a sample idea and I give it to the producer, or they'll just give me something and it just brings something out of me, bro. You know what I mean? Or maybe just something
Yeah,
I'm going through in that moment. Like my music is a thin line between, like, creativity and self-experience. You know what I mean? It's like that thin line between
yeah,
what I've lived through, what I've seen, what I've done, as well as what else can there be, besides the limits of what I've, what I've done. What I like to say is I haven't seen it all, I haven't done it all, but I've been through enough to have a pretty interesting perspective on shit. And the
yeah,
fact that I'm still inspired, almost 15 years later to do this shit is awesome, bro. You know what I mean? Like this music is so much more than any monetary gain, dog. It's like my livelihood. Like
yeah,
this is like how I breathe. You know what I mean? Like I feel weird not writing, every other week or every week if possible. You know what I mean? And just
yeah,
having that opportunity and platform and outlet to express myself and get whatever I need to get out there besides, any business shit, you know what I mean? But it's dope to have
yeah.
both. It's dope that I can, what I'm saying, have fun with this shit and also make a decent living from it as well. So kill two birds in one
Wow,
stone. But this thing called life,
wow.
no matter what's going on in the world, in my life or outside of my life, I'm always gonna have some inspiration to put the pen to the paper, or excuse me, now putting my hands on my phone and using the notes app. That's what I transitioned.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But dude, how was that transition like? I mean, because I mean, there's so many people who find it difficult with technology coming in and you know and and using technological devices.
I mean, I come from an era where there was no MySpace, there was no social media, where like word of mouth really valued something, bro. Like my name is known out here
Yeah,
in my city because I was on flyers and shows and busted my ass to get out there. I wasn't,
yeah,
on some pay to play bullshit or hopping on the back of someone else's bandwagon. Like I got out
yeah,
there and made those connections, and people forget there's a lot of worth in face value, actually showing up and letting
true.
people actually see you and you see them. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
in the digital advances, man, it's a gift and a curse. Like it's awesome that like we could have this conversation now, which maybe what 15 years ago it wasn't as good as this. You know what I mean? So it's
true,
dope that
true.
we can connect, but at the same time, there's downsides where there's a lot of false narratives and false media, which I've been unfortunately and fortunately a part of. But as they say, I guess there's no such thing as bad publicity, right? So
Yeah,
I
bad
think
publicity
that
is good publicity.
yeah, I think the accessibility has its pros and cons. I think it's dope that we can connect, but it's also unfortunate where I think the wrong messages could be misconstrued and misinformed. You know what I mean? At the same time,
Yes,
so, but from transitioning, let alone from pen and paper to phone, I love it. I don't need anything but my phone to just write what I'm feeling. Or a lot of times, what I'll do is I'll just go on my voice memo and record some bars or a flow
yeah,
that I have, and then later I'll be able to transition it to the beat. There was a time when before I was driving and walking to school and all over LA, I would literally come up with a whole song in my head, and by the time I get
yeah.
home, like it's done. You know what I mean? Like
Wow.
it's kind of Jay Z's approach where he calls it a premeditated, organized freestyle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
But now I can just take out my phone and literally hit record and then get my
yeah.
ideas going. And in less than 20 minutes, I got a song ready to record. So I will say that there's definitely some advantages and disadvantages with the new, technology that we're working with.
Wow, wow. So I mean, as you said, I mean, which is like networking is very important. Um, with you being able to perform with so many great artists, would you say like are there any favorite moments that you had, or favorite places that you've went to that you would say
Yeah, for
are very
sure.
iconic for you?
For sure. Well, besides, rocking with Method Man in Orange County, that was definitely one
Yeah.
for the books. Recently, I got to rock with the OG Large Professor in Terminology in New Mexico. That was
Oof.
awesome. Yeah, that was definitely, I got to do not one, but two shows with them. So just to tap in with legends from the production to the MCing was super awesome. I was in Chicago not too long ago with my brother Dosage. That
Uh-huh.
was also dope. Got to see what the deep dish pizza hype was all about, and that was amazing. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
was in Miami not too long ago. My brother Confident, who's an OG, who's rocked with like Black Moon and Sean Price. That was amazing, And I was in my homeland in Brazil recently. My brother Fabio, which we got
Oh,
ill. I got to film not one but two videos out there. You know what I mean, for future
yeah.
projects as well as working with Brazilian MC and another Brazilian MC. But
Yeah.
I'll say another one for the books. I recently got to rock crazy. This is before I moved to Long Beach. I got to open for, of
Yeah.
course, the legendary Slum Village out here in Long Beach, which I didn't even know was going to be
Oh,
my hometown, and that was amazing. To just feel Dilla's presence, to have them sign my
yeah.
Fantastic Volume Two CD, like it was just awesome. It was just super super dope, and to them even share like the photos I took with them on their platforms, that lets you know like they're rocking with you, and they know who you are. You know what I mean? So
Wow.
these are things, man, that I never take for granted. That at the end of the day, it's like, yo, who the fuck am I, man? I'm just like any other guy following his dreams, doing what he believes in. And, I'm here to just rise to the occasion. Opportunity doesn't always come knocking, but best believe when that door is
True.
open, I'm willing to make the most of it. Just like it's not every day I get to connect with my people in South Africa. So it's awesome that we're having this
For sure.
conversation right now. You know what I mean?
Dope, 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 dope. But so I mean, plus I saw like currently now you've got another project again,
Yes,
which
sir.
is amazing. The the
Yes, sir.
best you've never heard. Tell me
Yes,
more
man.
about that.
Shout out to my people from Greece, Mind the Wax Records, who put out my first vinyl. Um,
Oof.
yeah, man, that was an experience. That was a year in the works with some of my best collabs. Shout out to the OG Sean Price, which I just released the remix. Have you heard the remix by chance that I just put out, the 3 for 29?
No, I haven't heard it. I
I'll send it
think I
to you,
should
man.
check it as well.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
send it
yeah.
to you. My brother Rorex did an
Okay.
amazing remix to the song that's featured on The Best You Never Heard. But yeah, man, from Sean Price to Planet Asia to Medusa to Kev Brown to Jake One
Yeah.
to Scarab from Living Legends, you know what I mean, to Reef the Lost Cause
Wow.
from Army of the Pharaohs. It's just 10 years of hard work, man. It took about a year to put that vinyl together, but it took about 10 years to accumulate all those songs. And it was never intended to be under one roof, but this label
Yeah.
believed in what I was doing, and they gave me an opportunity to put out a vinyl. And I was like, you know what? These
Yeah.
are some of the most amazing songs that I've ever put together. Why not put it under one roof, man? So we sold out in less than 5 months. We got the next vinyl dropping in February, hopefully February. Fingers crossed. So yeah, man. We hopefully
Yeah.
we could get lightning in a bottle again twice. So, but yeah, Best You Never Heard was amazing. I think it's over I want to say now almost 120,000 streams. It's like one of my most successful projects that it really is a
Oh.
global affair. Like on one song, I have people from New York and Egypt and
Yeah.
Greece and Canada and
Oh.
Brazil and Chile. That's why it's called Global Connects. So it's just
Yeah.
awesome to be recognized and realized on a global scale that it's not just a one block radius that I'm moving on, bro. Like I always
Yeah.
had my aim for the world, and once again, that's why I'm talking to my peoples now in South Africa, dog. So it's just,
For
who
sure.
would have thunk it that a little kid from LA would be connecting with people around the world for just doing something that came out of his heart, dog. So I appreciate you mentioning that. And that project means a lot. And just wait for the next vinyl Sharpshooters with my brother DJ Zol dropping at the top of 2024, presented by my people's Mind the Wax. So, that's how you
Yeah.
know you did something right. When the first project did well enough to then want to do something
Yeah.
to release a second one, that lets you know you're onto something.
Damn, that's amazing.
Thank you, man.
For the people that want to watch what get to your shows, are there any current shows that you have?
Yeah, man, I got a really big one coming out. There's this big
Yeah,
legendary open mic here in LA called Project Blowed. It's the longest running open mic out here with legends like Freestyle Fellowship, Abstract Rude, AC Alone, Medusa, Mike and Nine. So this is their crew, their movement. I've been rocking with them for over 10 years. So I'll be
yeah,
rocking at the 29th anniversary. That's Wednesday, December 27th at the world famous Los Globos Club out here in LA. And yeah, man, that's gonna be locked in. I just locked in another one
yeah,
because like I said, I'm a show promoter too. So my show promotions is
yeah,
Rebel Minded Music, which I've been
yeah,
blessed to do a lot of events this year. I just locked in one with my brother Kay Burns, who's part of
yeah,
Planet Asia's Chain Gang crew. We got one January 4th. So my first year, this is an exclusive world premiere. Sound the
yeah.
horns. First show of 2024 is going down January 4th at the Virgil, K Burns and friends. And yeah, man, stay tuned for that info and all that's coming
Cool.
soon. But yeah, so that's what I got in the works. Wednesday, December 27th, my last show of the year, Project Blow, 29th anniversary of Los Globos. And January 4th, first show of next year with my brother K Burns at the Virgil. And of course, all that information you could tap in with me at destructmusic.com or Destruct Music on Instagram for all that good shit.
Ah, can't wait.
Thank you. And hopefully
Yeah,
hopefully rocking in
yeah,
South in your hood in South Africa next year, man. Let's put it on the
definitely.
to-do list. If you got any promoters
Yeah,
or anyone that's down to build, tell them to holler at your boy, see why I'm the best you never heard so they can hear me. You know what I'm saying?
definitely, definitely. There's so many dope hip hop events this side us as well.
I
I
know. I want
think,
to
yeah,
rock.
I
I want
think,
to rock at District 9.
yeah, but you should come to Cape Town because I mean that's like um the birthplace of South African hip hop. So I think you'd love it.
Yeah. I was going to ask you, what's your thoughts on the Antwoord? Because there's aren't they South
Oh,
African,
the
right?
Antwoord, yeah, the Antwoord,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
What,
they
what's your
dope,
what's
yeah.
your thoughts on them, right?
Um, I love the style. Like they have their own kind of style of hip hop. Like you can
It's
tell
very
like
Zeph,
it's sort
right?
of
It's very Zeph.
yeah, it's very self and you know yeah they know they're not afraid to touch certain buttons. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
yeah, they're not afraid. Yeah, that's what I love about them. So yeah.
Have you seen the documentary yet? The Zeph documentary? I think it just came out.
Zeph, I haven't checked it out yet, because I've been so
Yeah.
busy and yeah, but I
Right.
think
Yeah,
I'll
I want
try
to
and
see
check
it.
them out as
I
well.
I always thought they were interesting. Like such a you talk about a unique, one of a kind style. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Chappie, it's pretty much a D word,
yeah,
right? Like you've seen Chappie, right?
yeah. I've seen Chappie. I've seen Chappie. Yeah, I've watched
Right.
the
They
Chappie
should have
movie.
called
Yeah,
it.
it was
They
dope.
should have. They should have called it D word the movie, pretty much, right? Because that's
Yeah,
like
pretty
they're
much
playing
it's
themselves.
themselves. Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
I guess maybe they were trying to promote it so that it doesn't just maybe only get watched by the hip hop community. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Maybe they were
Right.
trying to commercialize it so that everyone just relates to it in a way.
Yeah. Have you seen Elysium with Matt Damon?
Mm, Matt Damon,
Same,
Elysium,
same,
no, I haven't seen
same director as District 9
this
and
G9 and
Chappie.
then Chappie.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
okay.
Elysium he did, and I think that also takes place in South Africa. I think it's dope because him being South
Yeah.
African, all his movies take place in South Africa, which I think it's always dope to people represent their art from their home country. You know what I mean? From their
Country,
homeland.
yeah, 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 yeah. Because I mean, yeah, because with Cape Town and Johannesburg, like those are like the places like a lot where hip hop is banging. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that the other places banging, but
Right. That's
I
like the
think
main. It's kind of like Los
yeah,
Angeles and California, obviously.
in
Like it's like one
California,
of the
yeah, and
yeah,
like New York, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. That's real.
Yeah,
That's dope,
yeah,
man.
that's
What
how it's like.
I know
Yeah,
who to tap into when I'm over there. You know what I mean?
For sure, man. For sure, definitely. Because I mean, right now, as you spoke about wanting to come this side, with some of the artists from your side, in the US, they also want to come, So I spoke to them. I was like, maybe we need to. I think all of us just come and have a discussion and then see if we can make some big show, something. You know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely,
then
man. The
yeah,
first hip hop nation festival, right?
you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be a huge merge into it.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick, man. Nah, all I gotta say, man, is this is what I live for: is to create awesome music and
Yeah,
make an honest living, making honest music, and travel the world. That's all I want to do. I don't need the glitz and glamour. I don't need none of the
yeah,
luxuries. You know what I'm saying? I got the same Corolla I've been driving for a while, which still looks fresh. You know what I
yeah,
mean? All I need all I need is my music and my stage
yeah,
and my peoples and I go home a happy man, dog. Seriously, like you know what I mean? Like I
yeah.
don't need
You
much and
you reminded me. You reminded me one of my friends. He's also a content creator. He's been driving the same Corolla. It's like I don't want any other car. I'm
hey
fine
man,
with this
best car.
Corolla.
I should get
Yeah,
sponsored by Toyota, man. I always speak
you
very
know,
highly of them. Best car I've ever had, man.
yeah,
Best car I've ever
yeah,
had. Seriously, only thing I gotta change is the oil on the brakes. Seriously, like it's legit,
yeah. Yeah, I know the consistency in the company. It's also very great as well.
Yeah, that's real, man.
Yeah,
I
for
love
sure,
how
man.
we just go off topic and go from the N word into yo.
Yeah,
Hey, but
you
that's
start
hip hop.
talking about cars.
That's
Yeah,
hip
that's what I
hop. Hip
love
hop
with
is
hip
it's a
hop.
universal language, right?
Yeah, I mean we've accommodated so many people and other elements outside of us. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, brother.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, so I mean already we should see ourselves as a civilization. So yeah,
Hey, that's a bar. I like that. I like that.
yeah,
Hell yeah,
yeah,
man.
yeah. But
Well,
definitely, man.
well, shit. Well, before we wrap this, brother, cool. Can I leave the peoples? Can I leave them a little something for those that are familiar and for those that aren't familiar with me? Can I get them?
Please,
You hit
please,
drop a
please,
little verses.
yeah, please drop a verse. Some
Thank
MCs didn't be like, yo, they don't want to drop verses, but yo,
No,
so I'm
yeah.
excited that you want to drop a verse.
Of course, this is off one of my
Yeah,
singles I dropped earlier this year called "Old LA," and I just love this verse. It's just some real shit to let you know my upbringing, where I come from, and it goes like this: it'd be
for
like,
sure.
one with the soil my rep solidified. Humble beginnings way before what was gentrified. City
Mm,
terrorists inherited and angel demonized. Then moved to the
mm,
west where these riots were televised. A 4-year old with an old soul. 2 years later, developing what's my own flow. Cold blooded like the streets I roam. Only road with resident aliens. Why you think these beats sound cold? Shit is flavor. My school was off Pico and La Brea. Treating Lucy's like
mm,
a lifesaver. No 7-Elevens yet. The liquor store
mm.
was 6 to 10. With the Metrolink all day was $3 or less. Fast times,
Woo.
but we ride slow, passing Wilshire. Smoking on the low, so on the real, there's no filter. I'm from where the pollution alone could have killed you. I guess that's why on the mic there's none iller. Blow. That's it.
Ooh,
That's it, man. Old
bro.
LA,
Ochi,
all
before
day.
you leave, please leave them. Just let them know your social media handles and so they can reach you.
Absolutely, man. All under one shop, whether you need studio time, film work, want to check out the catalog, or even get a feature from
Yeah,
your boy, check out the work. Is Destruct Music, just the way it's spelled, destructmusic.com. And my
yeah,
Instagram is Destruct Music. Shout out to my film production company, The Resident People. Shout out to my show promotion company, Rebel Minded Music. Shout out to
yeah.
everyone just fucking with your boy and giving the best you never heard a reason to still be here doing this, man. Much love to Hip Hop Nation TV for having me. We only scratched the surface of
Thank you,
what we're
G.
doing, but best believe we know talk is cheap. We're gonna let the music and the move speak for itself. And I'm telling you,
Yeah.
2024 is gonna be one for the books, man. And let's just keep elevating. That's it.
Word, word, word. But then also, please, man, don't forget to send me the flyers for those two shows, right? Those two
Absolutely,
coming
and
shows
don't
are coming.
forget to link me up with promoters and people that are down to get your boy out there. Let's make this happen, man. Seriously, let's put this shit
Please.
into the
Yeah,
universe. Let's manifest this. Like I want to see Destruct live with Hip Hop Nation in South Africa, dog. Enough said. I said it. It's gonna
definitely,
happen.
definitely. Oh yeah, you know what's happening. One of the guys I'm managing, we're doing something in February, so let's see what we can do.
Hey man, like I said, I got the new vinyl in February. See, the planets are already aligning, bro. The
You know
planets
what
are
I'm
already
saying?
aligning.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hell
Definitely.
yeah, man.
So
As we say in Brazil, tudo bom, tudo bem, valeu. It's all good. It's all good, and it was worth it. I appreciate you, brother. And yeah, man, let's definitely tap in soon. Salute to everyone rocking with Hip Hop Nation, and salute to everyone rocking with Destruct, the best you never heard. Real hip
yeah,
hop,
man.
real music forever. That's it.
Man, please tell your team salute. Shout out to them, and the work that they're doing to push you, man. I
Thank you,
appreciate
brother.
them. Thank
Thank you,
you.
brother. Likewise,
For
man.
sure, man.
Much love, and we'll talk soon, bro.
God bless, my brother.
Peace.
For sure. Yo, guys, I had Destruct Music, man. Destruct Music on Hip Hop Nation TV, guys. Wow. Yo, man, at this point, I don't know, man. It's going far. Yeah, Hip Hop Nation TV is going far, guys. It's going far. I'm out of words. I'm out of words, guys. Um, you know what? Shout out to everyone, guys, that was watching. Shout out to everyone that's been showing us love from day one. Yo, it's Mighty Ecliptic. Check me out on Instagram, Ecliptic. Check us on Instagram, Hip Hop Nation TV. We're also on Facebook, Hip Hop Nation TV. So yeah, man. And we're here on YouTube. You guys can check out all the other Hip Hop Nation interviews you guys might have missed out on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, um, definitely, guys. Oh yeah, 24th of February, guys. We've got the Hip Hop Expendables, hosted by me, Hip Hop Nation TV, and yeah, guys, do check us out on the 24th of February. Chronic Culture, Hip Hop Expendables. Um, yeah, that's what's up, guys. Peace. Much love.